welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. Today we are going to be making my cheesecake bars. These are the dessert that I take to every single holiday function that I am invited to, so I thought it would be fun to share what everybody asks for every single year, and so you can take it to your family. It's super simple to make and everybody will love it. So first things first is you are going to want to gather all of your ingredients. It is 2 crescent rolls, 2 packs of crescent rolls, 2 packs of cream cheese, a cup and a quarter of sugar, and then a splash of vanilla and a little cinnamon to go on top. So I like to pull my cream cheese out to soften. I'm making 2 batches today. The list of ingredients that I just gave you only makes 1 batch. So I like to get these out while I preheat the oven so they can get kind of softened up. And then for the crescent rolls, I leave them in until the very last minute. I'm sorry, you can probably hear the dogs eating behind me. I'm running out of sunlight, trying to get this done after work. But I like to let these soften up so they're easier to incorporate, and then I like to leave my crescent rolls in the fridge until the last possible minute because they become a lot more difficult to work with once they've started to soften. So I'm going to pull you out from your little alcove over here, try and work on the lighting a little bit so you can see, and we are going to make this recipe. So we're going to start by putting 2 softened blocks of cream cheese into the mixer. This is the first time that I have used this mixer, so y'all may watch me make a mess. My grandmother gifted this to me on Thanksgiving. Not gifted it, really just tried to clear out space in her kitchen, so I gladly took it. It's a step up from our previous hand mixer, so you can make it 2 batches at a time. I feel like the filling gets a little funky if you add 2, like when it bakes up. Every time I have done a double batch where I put all 4 blocks of cream cheese and then 2 cups of sugar, I feel like it doesn't set up right. So I'm just gonna do 2 batches at a time. Or 1 batch at a time, 2 blocks at a time. Then you will add your 1 cup of sugar. The other 4th cup of sugar is just for the top. And that, I don't even measure that. I just kind of do it by looks. I feel like a quarter cup is not enough. And then just a splash of vanilla. And then you're just going to start this. I hope this does not go everywhere. I'm going to pull this off the sides so I can get a better mix. Speed it up a little bit. I think that looks good and mixed up. You want it just to be soft and easy to scoop out and spread out onto some crescent rolls. Next, you want to pull out a 13 by 9 or an 8 by 11 and generously spray it down so the crescent rolls don't stick. I've used an 8 by 11. It makes them a little bit thicker on the sides. 13 by 9, this is what I have 2 of clean. So then you are going to want to spray that down with whatever kind of cooking spray or whatever that you have, and we're going to do the first layer of the crescent roll. So like I said, I like to do the crescent rolls just the latest, pull them out the latest as possible. So I just pull these out of the fridge. I'm going to lay them down. They just get really sticky and difficult to work with the longer you wait to use them. So I'm just gonna open it up. I like to do it all in one sheet if possible, but sometimes it kind of splits up into the 2, but it looks like this is going to cooperate for me today. And you just spread it out into the bottom of the pan. So when you do, I hope you can see that, when you do the 8 by 11, the rolled up ends really just kind of fold over. So once you have that in the bottom of the pan, you want to press all of these seams together. This is going to make a little bit of racket here for you guys. So course, make sure your hands are clean, especially if you're serving these to other people. My hands are freshly clean. So now that you have that put down, next is time to add the cream cheese, sugar, vanilla mixture. So we have our bowl full of mixture. So with the mixture, all you have to do is just kind of slap it on. There is no rhyme or reason. I like to spread it out as much as possible. Just do dollops here and there so it's easier to spread out. Once you have all of the filling pulled out of your bowl, just start to spread it out, push it to the edges. The crescent roll is going to move around because of the nonstick spray that you've got laid down. That's totally fine. Nobody's going to notice once you cook it up. This is not a beautiful dish. It is simple, but it tastes delicious. I took this for the first time. I believe it was my first Christmas dating Lucas. So I went to Thanksgiving. That was the first time I had met his entire family. And I don't remember bringing anything. I may have taken it to Thanksgiving. And for the last almost 8 years, I have been asked to bring cream cheesecake squares every time. So hopefully if one of you guys decide to make it, you'll have to let me know if it's a fan favorite for your family like it is mine. Once you have all of that spread out, you will go grab your second roll of crescent rolls. So this roll did exactly what they normally do, and they broke apart on me. So you're gonna do exactly what you did the first time around, just spread it out, and then we're gonna press the seams together. When it does it like this, it makes it a little bit harder to press the seams together. It's not a huge deal if you don't get everything like super pressed together. Once it starts to cook, everything kind of grows together, and you put the butter on top and the sugar and the cinnamon, and it all just kind of melts into like creme brulee, kind of, in my mind. The sugar kind of crusts on the top, and nobody's gonna look to check and see if your seams are together. Now you want to get some softened butter and just spread it out all on the top so the sugar has something to stick to and melt to. I find that it's easiest to use a spoon. I feel like it helps spread this out a little bit better. I don't know, that's just how my mom's always done it, so that's how I do it. Don't ever really measure the butter out. It's just kind of, you're wanting to coat the crescent rolls, and then this is the easiest way to do it, just to make sure it looks right. I just get the bag and pour it like this. Just kind of lightly dust the top, a little more than lightly. You want to have enough that it kind of forms this coating on the top. It really makes me think of creme brulee. You want enough sugar so the butter, when it starts to melt, it will like harden the sugar and make it into this crust on top. That is like the ticket. So I just kind of eyeball it, just kind of throw some here and there. Nobody has ever complained about there being too much sugar. And then you take some cinnamon, and then again, just kind of measure with your heart, just sprinkle until it looks right. And I don't feel like there is, you can put too much cinnamon. I don't think you can put too much sugar on this. It's just that. So here it is before it goes in the oven. We're going to stick it in the oven and cook it for about 30 to 45 minutes. You can really follow the directions on your crescent roll packet, but you kind of want the cream cheese to be bubbling on the sides, the butter to have melted and have like a crust where the sugar has melted and kind of hardened back up. That's when you know it's done. I cannot wait for you guys to see this. And now we wait. So typically I use this time to clean up, make sure all my bowls are clean and washed and in the dishwasher. But I'm going to make the second pan, and then I will hop back on when it's time to bring it out and let you look at the final product. And here they are. They are so good warm. They're good cold. You can literally serve them any way. I prefer to take them fresh, but I'm taking them to work in the morning. My boss loves to cut him a slice and put it in the microwave so it's kind of melty. But that is how you make my famous cheesecake squares. I will put the recipe down below, all the instructions, but it is super simple, super cheap, and it is a fan favorite every single time. Thank you guys so much for watching another day of Vlogmas here at Cormula's Corner. Check back in again tomorrow for another video. If you liked it, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys.